Hello and welcome, EP1 here, playing some chess against random Vesti users. Let's get started. Alright, cool. So, pretty standard opening by everyone. I think I saw, yeah, it looks like there was an observer, but they left. I think that's what that noise was, so don't be alarmed. Interesting move here. Not sure what's being planned. Let's put some pressure and go here. Not really putting pressure, but just getting all of our pieces out. So this guy's being defended. That's good. I think we can go here now and free this bishop. Probably put it here and castle at some point. Maybe we'll castle right now. Maybe we'll put this here first so we can trade and not disrupt our pawns. But yeah, everything looks pretty standard. Nothing too exciting. I'm not really good at openings, so as long as I can get through the first part of the game without any major blunders, I feel that it's a good day and that everything is going decently well. So I'm not sure what opponent will do here. They could you trade the bishop with the knight. They could castle. They did. That's cool. I probably should myself then. And they have the initiative now, so they're sort of in the driver's seat. Um, my plan is we got pretty much all of our pieces out. The knights and the bishops are in decent positions. We could maybe do this move here. Okay, not anymore. Let's do this and either force him to trade or tell him to back off a little bit. That might be a good next step to take. All right, takes, and I will take back. And now this pawn is being attacked by two pieces, but he doesn't have anything to defend it. Let's do this. You can trade with one of the knights. That kind of makes sense because they can each protect each other. But this pawn now is undefended. So the question is, what do we take it with? Do we take it with this bishop, or do we take it with this knight? And am I setting myself up? There's this potential pin here, but we have a pawn in the way, so that's fine. This is kind of under some pressure by this knight, but we could always take back. Not too sure. Let's take with the bishop just because we could put a little bit of pressure on them, and this is a nice spot here. It's protected, and but I could have easily taken with the knight as well. Just didn't see really any advantage or disadvantage to either approach. So far so good. We're up one pawn. Not a big deal. Our positions, I'd say, are pretty even. Otherwise on the board, we've all sort of developed our knights and bishops. Our queens and rooks are lying back. His bishop is actually still at HQ, so he can take it out at some point. He's got this nice knight protecting knight business. Sometimes people with two bishops seem to have a slight advantage over the opponent that has two knights. So maybe we're slightly up on position as well. He does free the bishop, which makes sense. So now getting full advantage of his dudes. I could go here. Don't really see a reason to trade, but there's no obvious great moves either that I can see right now. We could try to push forward here. Let's do this. This is a pretty safe move. Limit the bishop's range a little bit and create an opening here. He doesn't have a dark square bishop, so this is fine. All right, pushes this forward, reinforces the knight. That's fine. This pawn is not being defended by anyone, but we have no easy way of attacking it. I could just move my pawns forward. It seems like a reasonable play. So let's just do that. This is kind of now hanging back, which is annoying, but I could withdraw this bishop a little bit and then send my pawns forward, my pawn forward too, and sort of fix that a little bit. Then the bishop is in an awkward spot, so it's still a little, we're definitely in the mid game now, but just at the start of the mid game, and there's not too much going on one way or the other. We have a slight pawn advantage, one pawn advantage only. And yeah, we're just trying not to make any mistakes and see hope the other side does, and that we can pounce on it and make something happen. No real time pressure yet. We're like up a minute, I guess, but it's still again really early. And okay, that's an interesting move. So he pushes his pawn all the way forward, putting my bishop in danger. We could withdraw. We could just take alternatively as well. If we do, I'm not sure what he'll take back with. He has a lot of options. He could bring his queen up. He could bring his bishop or his other knight. Uh, we could also just like do this and just not trade at this point. That's fine too. Um, this knight is a little bit dangerous. It can go here, but we have a bishop to take care of it. Um, yeah, no, it's still pretty even game. Nothing too much happening. I do want to move this pawn up. If I move it all the way up, trade, I think that's fine, or trade. Um, Either way seems reasonable to me, and I think that will fix what we've got going on here with the pawns. So that's sort of my plan. But yeah, nothing too exciting. Gets the queen sort of a little bit involved. Hmm. Let's just do this. So now he's got to move his knight out of the way and probably here, if I had to guess. Could also go here, but this seems to make some sense. Although if he does that, then I think I'll do this and just create a nice line of pawns over here. It would put our bishop under attack by his, but we have a queen defending, so that would be an even trade. And yeah, so I don't see any immediate obvious problems with that line. His knight could also go here. No, it can't go here. Bishop takes. So yeah, can't go here. Ooh, that's I'll take back, since I would just take with my bishop for free. Maybe this isn't very good of me to do. Maybe we should just like let people, make their mistakes, and that's how they learn. And if he has some nefarious plan up his sleeve where he's sacrificing this knight, then this kind of might suss it out. If he says, "Oh no, just go for it." Um, no, no, that's not what I mean. Um, I meant he should initiate the take. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's up to him. He can do whatever he wants. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done that. It seems awkward. Because what I was thinking is, so he made this move previously, and then I could just do this, right? And he gains nothing out of it. So I think this makes sense. I'll do this and keeps him under pressure. Goes back. Okay, that's pretty smart. I didn't see that one coming. All right, that's fine. We'll go on the offensive then. Problem with this move is this bishop isn't being protected anymore. Nobody's attacking it right now, but we'll just have to keep an eye on that. We're putting some pressure on this pawn with our knight. All right, I'm not gonna give him the chance anymore. He's gonna have to learn. Oh, actually, it's not really. It's an even trade. I could take this, but then he takes back for free. Um, so instead, what I should do then is do this move where I take with this doomed bishop, and now he has the choice of oh crap. Oh, I could take my queen and then I take his. So okay, I almost made a huge mistake there. Um, I expect he'll take with his queen or his knight or something, and then I can take this, and then I'll be ahead. So and if he doesn't, if he takes, then I'll take, and we'll still be up a piece. So either way, we come out ahead. So no more takebacks, no more Mr. Nice Guy. All right, that's fine. We'll take as well. He can take with his knight, but then I take with one of the rooks or the bishop or something. He could also take my bishop with his bishop, in which case I would probably take one of his rooks, which is a more valuable piece, and then take his bishop with my knight on a subsequent move if he takes my bishop. So a lot of so a nice bloodbath, but I think no matter what, we will end up slightly ahead. We had our pawn advantage, and now we'll also have a minor piece advantage as well, and so we'll be up a bishop and a pawn, and that should put us in a good position. So yeah, that worked out pretty well. And we got to be pretty nice and gracious and offer a take back, but in the end, we still end up being up ahead piece. All right, so he does this, which presents a choice for me with what to take with. Should I take with this bishop, or should I take with the rook? I think we want to start getting the rook into play, so I think this makes more sense. So that's fine. He can take my bishop with his knight or his rook, but we'd still be up a bishop and a pawn, which is great. And yeah, let's just go all out. Which rook should I use in this situation? I'm not sure what's the correct one to do there. Do I do this or do I do that? But either way, I expect he'll trade most likely, and then we'll have a rook on an open spot. He didn't trade. That's interesting. So then I could trade. Or I could just take this pawn for free. I mean, why not, right? That sounds good. No obvious, pins and bad things happening for us. So that's good. What if he attacks with his rook? Is there any safe place we can go to? We can always go here. We can always go back here. We can go back here. This open file is being defended nicely, so that's good. All right, cool. So we're because of those because of that bloodbath earlier, those trades, we are in a decent position. This pawn is under danger now. Okay, that's fine. I could just let it go and move my rook over here. If he trades, we'll get a check, and then we'll have the opportunity to move it out of the way. If he doesn't trade, I mean, he'll have to do something because his well, he could bring his rook down. That's fine. But if he does that, then I could get this pawn for free with my bishop attacking and it being protected by the rook. So either way, it's good. Sure, yeah, we'll trade, check, and oh yeah, but if he moves closer, then I'll have to spend my move. Okay, he doesn't, so that's good. So this our guy is free. He can escape, and that's what we'll do. I can do check. No real problem for us there. Mm, okay, we could go here and put some pressure on these pawns. If we go here, we'll be in a more sort of aggressive stance, but I think this is fine. Um, this pawn is free right now, so we'll take it. This situation isn't too bad for us. Each have a rook. We're up a bishop basically, and it looks like 3 pawns right now, so that's good. He has, this is not great. This pawn isn't in any danger because of the knight over here. Um, if I do this, this goes bye-bye, so let's not do that. And really what I want is to start eating these pieces over here. So I want to get my bishop here, but how can you do that efficiently? There's so many, you have to go like I can't even, because these spots are being protected by the knight, so I can't go there. I could go here, but yeah, that's also that's also in danger, so that's not good. We could just push this up. That's fine. I think that's what I'll do. Seems reasonable. Could just move the rook down, I suppose, but then we can well, yeah, that's fine. You can do a check, and then we can attack his rook. So looks good. We're definitely in the lead, but not in the driver's seat. It looks like the opponent is still dictating some of the game. But yeah, he can't take this pawn because of this knight over here. He can advance a couple of paces, which he does. That's fine. And so what do we do about it? Then we should just try to start picking off pieces, I think. This is scary. He could take this pawn for free if we don't do anything. I could move up here. Right? And he could put us under check in 2 ways. One is here, and then we just go here. The other is with the knight, but then we just take the knight, so that doesn't seem likely. All right, cool. Other possibilities, we could just block with the rook, but I don't really see a reason. Now this creates some danger for us when this is a position where we can get pinned, but we have pawns protecting it. So I think this is reasonable. We just don't want him to do too much here, and we want to be able to use our pieces to clean up his pawns so we can advance our dudes and promote one of our pawns to get a queen and close out the game. So I think the next step, actually, we don't need to worry about these. We could just push this pawn forward. It's safe here because it's being protected by the bishop, and I wouldn't mind taking his knight for my pawn. That would be a great deal for us. And then once it gets beyond that, then it's going to be hard to stop with our pieces in this part of the field. So this looks good. So he sees that, and now he's got the rook attacking, and if I push up, it would force him. It would force a trade, but I still think that's good for us because we're ahead, so we want to trade. So even though we'll lose a pawn in this process, once we like if he takes with his knight and I take with my his knight with my bishop, and then he takes it, I'll be down a pawn in that exchange. But these two pieces will go away, and then my rook will be freer without having to worry about this knight causing trouble. So I'll have my rook and knight to try to clean up versus his rook, and that's probably a better situation for us. So this is good. Um, So I think what we're supposed to do is put our rook in a good spot to cause trouble on the board. So that's what we'll do. He wants to maybe put it here so that he can attack this pawn, which isn't being protected right now. Um, so that's fine. If he does that, then what I'll probably do is check and then go over. That doesn't work. And this one is, well, no, this is being protected. This one is not. So what I could do is, yeah, that's a shame. And if I do this, then he can take it for free. I could put my rook here and just do things that way, and I think that's fine. No reason to give up on this pawn. It's a valuable part of our army, and you know his rook will have to leave to attack other targets if he wants. If he doesn't want, then I can just do this, and now this pawn has to either move, in which case we can trade. We can take it out with our pawn, and if it doesn't move, then the knight directly will take it out. Now he can't move the rook here because our pawn is protecting the space. So does the resignation. Good game, well played, and going to play. All right, cool. So thanks for watching. This was really the critical moment was that bloodbath when we came up one pawn up, but I mean, sorry, one bishop up, and then we were able to keep our advantage to the end. Thank you so much for watching. EP1 signing off.